Hey guys, just a quick review on the fragrances that came in the Bloomingdale's little freebies box. I love the way Bloomingdale's is so generous with samples. They really are, and Bloomingdale's and Macy's. But little freebies box, I love it. Had 3 fragrances and a nice little lipstick in it. So the 3 fragrances that came as with the samples are the MCM Eau de Parfum, which is a 2021 fragrance, I think, and it's supposed to be for men and women. Where did it go? Uh-oh. I just started my video to do reviews and now I've lost my other sample. Where are you? Oh, here it is. The Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy, which out of all of these is my favorite. And last but not least, the Creed Wind, just windflowers. So it's interesting that they sent these all together because to my nose, these two are pretty similar because they're both just fairly generic fruity fragrances. This MCM is supposed to be unisex, but it is definitely leans feminine. They're both very perfumey. Neither one of them, initially when you spray them, they smell really pleasant, fruity fragrances, but neither one of them have a lot of sillage after that. Like they don't have a lot of projection after that. They don't really trail. Then again, I'm just spraying off of the samples. I mean, I'm sure if you doused yourselves in them, it would kick out more. But they're definitely, neither is long lasting either. I've got this MCM on this wrist that, I mean, it's only been like 45 minutes ago and it's a skin scent on my wrist. Similarly, the Born in Roma Coral Fantasy sprayed about the same time on this wrist and I can smell it more. So they're fairly generic fruity fragrances. I prefer this one. This one has a fruity shampoo, tropical shampoo vibe, and I do like that. And when I first sprayed it, I really liked it. I liked it. The top notes in the Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. Top note is kiwi and Brazilian orange. Middle notes, rose, ambrette, musk mallow, and Indian jasmine. And base notes of white musk and Texas cedar. If this projected and lasted, it would still be fairly generic, but that kiwi and orange when it opens is really juicy and it is nice. It's, like I said, like a juicy tropical shampoo smell. And I do like it, but it doesn't last. And if somebody gifted a bottle of it to me, I would be glad to wear it, but I wouldn't go out and purchase it. But it's just not, it's nice, especially initially, but it doesn't last and it doesn't stand out. It's not memorable, unless you're memorable and somebody just likes you and you sprayed it and they associate it with you. It's a good smell. Now, this one is supposed to be unisex. It definitely leans more like definitely a fruity perfume, and it's pleasant on the skin still, but it's just very much a skin scent. I mean, like I said, like 45 minutes ago, if it were gifted to me, I would gladly spray it when I felt like it if I wasn't wearing something else, but I would not go out and buy it. So last but not least, this is the tricky one, guys, the Creed Windflowers. Okay, this I believe was 2021 as well. Well, let me read you the notes of the MCM first, which is supposed to be for men and women. Let me just respray it one more time out of this little, it's a little bit alcohol-y at first. I mean, this is more not generic than this one, because like I said, this one, the Valentino, is more of a fruity shampoo, which is common. This has a little something different to it. Its top notes are, the MCM top notes are raspberry and apricot, which is nice. Middle notes of peony, violet leaf, and jasmine, and base notes of ambroxan, sandalwood, moss, and vanilla, which makes sense for its being supposedly unisex. It could be unisex, but it comes off really more as like a fruity feminine perfume, or not necessarily feminine, but like definitely girly with the fruit. But it does have the I don't know, the violet leaf maybe with the moss and the base notes of it. It's a little different, but it doesn't last. Even now, it's not like really strong or anything. So yeah, so that's the notes for this one. This one I think is 2021. This one's 2022. The Creed is 2021. So now I can get back to that. This one's tricky. I'd read other people say that it was a scrubber for them. Now this one does have lasting power, the Creed Windflowers. When I first smelled this one, I thought I could see how some people would say it's a scrubber only because it has, initially I thought it had a very old school classic white floral smell, and I thought that it had like a makeup lipsticky vibe to it. You know, you just think of like, you know, kind of a wealthy lady with money in her white, bright bedroom lit up in the spring and summer with her perfume and her powder, makeup powder, and her lipstick out. I kind of got that vibe off of it, but it does, you could tell that it has like a classiness to it. But then as I smelled it again today, because I sprayed it the other day, and it did stay on my skin overnight too, because I had sprayed myself before going to bed just on the wrist, and I still smelt it the next day. Something about this today, I thought this was going to be just a very linear floral, but I didn't give it enough credit. Now, it still has, this actually somehow changes quite a bit. It does have peach in it, and the peach is nice with the flowers when you first spray. The peach, I like peach. Something about it started to almost seem tropical to me, like a sweet tropical, and I guess it's the kind of sandalwood, because when you read the notes, okay, you guys, the top notes are jasmine, peach, and orange blossom. That peach really pops for me in the beginning, which is nice. The middle notes are the jasmine, sambac, how do you say that, rose, and tuberose. And the base notes are musk, praline, orange blossom, iris, and sandalwood. Oh yes, of course, iris with the powdery. I forgot to say with that makeup. Well, I did. I said like powdery makeup. And it still has that. But however they're using the sandalwood in this, could carry it over from like a spring to almost summery vibe. Almost, somehow, I don't know how, almost a little bit beachy, almost like a beachy wood mixed with the peach and everything else I already said. And the makeup flowers type smell. And then as this sat for a while, then it had started to have something that I didn't like about it. And it's got to be the jasmine, because you know how jasmine can have that super clean smell sometimes. I almost started to feel like fragrance is so mental, so once you get something in your head, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but almost like a nice cleaner. And I'm not talking about like shampoo, like a body cleaner. I mean almost like a bathroom cleaner or something. So that part I don't like. But out of the 3 different ways I describe it, even when I smell it now, I can get all those 3 descriptions. I would not go out and buy this. However, it does have a sense of class to it, even though I related it to bathroom cleaner. That's that jasmine. It's got to be that jasmine doing that. It must be the praline and the sandalwood that can at moments give it the sweet, summery, maybe a little, somehow, some way, a little tiny bit of a floral beachy vibe. And of course that iris gives it that's probably what gives it that makeup vibe. I don't hate it, but I wouldn't spend the money on this one. I almost feel like it could be like a church or wedding fragrance if you're into it. Or maybe going out. I wonder if I'm just trying to picture this being worn in cold weather. Definitely, I don't picture this in cold weather. You could wear anything, anytime, but maybe like a nice early brunch at a nice place, a fancy place. That cleaner smell has kind of gone away. It's definitely a floral. It's interesting. I wouldn't put it, I count my pennies for too many other fragrances to go out and buy this. It doesn't do anything for me. I haven't even looked up what it cost, but it's Creed, so it's not cheap. Not if I did not know what this was and I smelt it, I would smell quality, but it would not speak to me. I definitely would not be like, oh, I gotta have that. I definitely wouldn't be keeping it in my mind like that smelt really special or like I need to smell that again. It just doesn't have anything. It is interesting though. I mean, if someone were wearing this, I wouldn't not like it. And I definitely would not think that they smell cheap. It smells, there's a little bit of sophistication to it for a floral. The peach is still there a little, but it was mostly when I first sprayed it. So maybe it's that peach with the praline, with the sandalwood. That's the good part of it, I think. At any rate, that's all how I can really describe it. It does have lasting power. Oh, I'm holding the bottle for something different and then holding this. Did I just mix these up? You guys, did I just do that? Let me spray something else again. I think I just did. I think that's what I did because, yes, I just sprayed this and here's that makeup vibe. My apologies. Yeah, this has like a strong makeup vibe to me. Like my original thoughts. White flowers and makeup. No wonder I was... even if I did spray this one, it disappears so fast. Yeah, that's that sandalwood. Yeah. Now that I resprayed that, just what I said before. The sandalwood and like the jasmine bathroom cleaner. Makeup and almost like nail polish remover even. And yet it still smells expensive. It smells old school. Okay, I've rambled too long about this. Creed Windflowers. When I hear the name, all I can ever think of is that old school wind song. And then went and named it Windflowers. Yeah, almost like tidy bowl, some kind of jasmine sandalwood tidy bowl. Yeah, it's not working for me. I'm sorry, Creed. I would not. This could be a no for Creed Windflower. Although, like I said, it has lasting power, and it doesn't smell cheap, even though it smells like bathroom cleaner and makeup. I definitely see this on a more mature lady. But I don't know, maybe if a young girl put it on, maybe her young chemistry could alter it. I don't know. That jasmine, though, y'all, that jasmine with that cleaner smell. You have to be a fan of jasmine. I like jasmine sometimes, and sometimes I don't. It just depends. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. It's tricky. I hope I've said enough about it, even though I have mixed stuff up. Because I've already sprayed this one before anyway, so I've sprayed all of them before, so I'm just sticking to my story. How about that? So those are those three. Like I said, fruity shampoo, nice, doesn't really last or project that much. Fruity, already pretty much gone. Definitely not spending my pennies on this. My dollars. Sorry for that one. Wasting my time to spray it. And this, you've heard my rambling on that. I wouldn't spend my hard-earned dollars on it. So, and none of these just wow me in any way, shape, or form. However, fresh out of the shower in the summertime especially, if you want that nice fruity shampoo smell, it's mildly there. You'd have to reapply. Maybe use it in your hair or something. So that's it. But I do thank Bloomingdale's for my little freebies box. They say it's summer must-haves. I don't know about that. But I do appreciate the experience and being able to know. All right. Have a great summer. Oh, by the way, you guys, the doctor who did my third nose surgery is the ear, nose, throat doctor, and I am so upset. I cried when they took the cast off. One of these days, I should show you 3 pictures. The first one was cute as a button. This was straight, and the tip of my nose was up. Keep in mind, this is not cosmetic surgery. This is for my breathing, but still, I shouldn't get disfigured. The second one, he dropped the tip because he was supposed to be straightening inside, and it was like collapsing inside. I couldn't breathe out of my right side. That was supposed to be fixed. He didn't fix that, but he gave me a bump on my nose and dropped the tip. And this last time, he still didn't fix it. I can't breathe through the right side. The tip is dropped, and he scooped out area here. And I don't know how he did this. Now I have a big hump on my nose. And, of course, they're like, it's swelling up. It feels like bone to me. I don't know how he did it, but I'm very upset about it. So we'll see. We'll see how much swelling goes down. Oh, and then he tells me, well, we could put a graft here because of the loss of mass after this surgery. I'm like, this is what you do. Why? That was the 3rd surgery. Why another one? I still can't breathe out of this side. Y'all, this is my face. Anyways, I'm still going to be a happy person. And I hope you're having a great summer. Like and subscribe, please.